Today's guest is an absolute powerhouse. Jhaneal Kelli is an actor, producer, and trailblazer. Rooted in her vibrant Jamaican heritage and shaped by her South Florida upbringing, she's now a dynamic force in Atlanta's film scene. She's the co-founder of On Set ATL, the visionary behind Vision to Life Agency, and one of the producers of Bleached, a short film that won Best Inspirational Short at the Christian Georgia Film Festival. You've probably seen her in Keisha Cole's Lifetime movie, This Is Her Story, and most recently, she starred in Bleached, powered by Hollywood Bureau and the NAACP. Trust, she's only getting started. So get ready to be inspired by the unstoppable, purpose-driven Jhaneal Kelli. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Miss Jhaneal Kelli.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, born in Jamaica, raised in Florida. How did those two cultures shape your worldview, and did they contribute to your love for the arts?
Definitely shaped my worldview in terms of like anybody that's from the Caribbean already knows, like we dream big, like we work really, really hard. And so the fact that so I was born there, my mom was also born there. So like her being an immigrant, we being immigrants, it's kind of like you already come into America with that mindset of like, you gotta like get it out the mud type of energy. And so I feel like that definitely contributed to like the work ethic side of things that I have, because I mean, sometimes in entertainment, people just want to have talent and not the work ethic part. So shout out to Jamaica for the work ethic. But yeah, as far as like entertainment, I mean, arguably my country is like one of the number one countries in the world for entertainment and all of that. But in Florida, in my elementary school, A.C. Perry under Barbara Green is where I discovered my love for acting, because she put me into storytelling, which is like was a whole like competition thing that you do, you know.
Speaking of that, you won the Broward County Storytelling Competition. We got to talk about her accolades, okay?
Yes,
and you did that when you were younger. You were in the Miami Herald. How did that representation, seeing that so young, affect your confidence and how you move?
It affected my confidence in a great way, because like coming from Jamaica, like had a thick accent, like fitting in. I think I came when I was like in the second grade. So it was a little awkward. So when she, you know, saw something in me and pushed me and I did that, then that definitely like, first of all, gave me the bug of acting, but it definitely gave me the confidence in myself that I needed, like coming from a whole other country. So
I love that. What kind of pieces won?
It was a story called, it was the Mice and the Elephant.
The Mice and the Elephant.
Yes,
that sounds deep.
Storytelling is like, you basically memorize the story, but then I had to like express it and all of that. So it was really cool.
Are you ever going to make like an audiobook or something?
You know, I might write that down.
Yes, add that to the list. Okay, so from Florida to New York, because she's all around the East Coast here. You went to New York Film Academy. You were valedictorian.
Yes.
And how did that training prepare you for the real world and how you get your acting jobs, navigate that?
And so the campus I actually went to is they have a South Florida. So I went to the South Beach campus of New York Film Academy. I was supposed to go to the LA campus, but I got in like a horrible car accident like right before. And I just took that as God, like saying, this is the one that I want you to be at. Valedictorian. So I'm just kind of a go-getter type of person, and I want to be the best, not against anyone else, but like against myself. Like I always want to be my best self. Loved my alma mater. Sometimes I wish I went to like a HBCU. It's fine. I'll live vicariously through other people.
All the homecomings. You can go to homecoming.
And then I could book a role where I'm like an HBCU student. So I loved my film school, and it definitely gave me the foundation that I needed to like respect the arts and respect the craft of it. Like we were in classes day to night, like studying film theory and where film even began to scene study and all of those fun things that we like to do as actors. So, I mean, it definitely shaped me. My professors definitely believed in me and definitely gave me the confidence that I needed to be like, okay, after film school, I'm moving to Atlanta and I'm going after this thing.
And you're doing just that. Okay, we're going to get into that. So you talked about your training with your school. Having that training, going through your own personal experiences, do you feel that in today's climate, the art of acting is being lost?
Lost a little bit, especially with, you know, social media, and very much shout out to like skit world and all that kind of stuff. Big respect to that, because I'm all about creating your own lane. And I have friends who have done it like brilliantly, and getting to the coin doing that. But for me, I'm kind of a little snooty.
Yeah, I understand.
And maybe it's the film, like I went to like my degree in film, whatever, but I'm a little snooty. Like I love Stella Adler and like getting to study her work. And it's like, I feel that sometimes social media can kind of take away like, you're a doctor, if you're trying to get into the MBA,
right? You're
not gonna just pop up and be like, here I am, this is it. Like you're gonna really own your craft and study. And so I'm kind of it's kind of a big deal to me.
I understand. I get it. So on this journey, have you ever had to work an odd job while trying to pursue your acting career?
Yeah, of course. I mean, what's an odd job? So yes, absolutely. Because I'm be honest, I am not for the struggle actor thing.
Yeah.
It's just not my ministry. I just really like nice things.
We like to be stable.
Yeah, and stability. And so, I mean, I did leasing in like apartments when I first moved to Atlanta. But the oddest job in a weird way for me was I worked in accounting for film though. So I worked for like the Netflix and the Hulu and such, but it was like, I was paying
in the corporate side of things.
Yeah, I was paying the actors while they got to go on set.
But you saw the coins they were making.
I did, and that made me go, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's not just the number one on the call sheet making a lot of money. It's like the day player that's there for, you know what I'm saying? I was like, no. This is worth it.
Yeah, this is where the coins are. Okay, so has there been a moment yet for you in your acting career that you're like, okay, this is not a dream for me. This is my purpose?
Honestly, I think that it's kind of always been that way for me. One of my old friend of mine back in Florida used to always be like, you always knew what you wanted to do and wanted to be. And maybe I owe it to like a Barbara Green who saw something in me and made me do storytelling when I was in elementary school. But that's kind of always been the trajectory for me.
Yeah.
And I have like really supportive family as well. And so my mom, I mean, she didn't know anything about the entertainment industry, but every time I went to her, like, here's a new studio, here's a new this, I need to go to this class.
She was ready.
Just, okay, where do I,
It's very important to have that community support, exactly, because our industry is just all over the place.
Yes.
I'm so glad that you have that here. Okay, so a few years ago, guys, I met Jhaneal while I was working for Watch Blossom, now called Melanin Muse Global. Shout out to Natina. She was partnering with us because she was getting her personal project, Pride Called Worth, distributed with us. Yes, and so I really want to talk about that because she wore so many hats on that. You wrote it, right? You starred in it. Yes, you produced it. So tell us how wearing those different hats kind of just shaped your trajectory.
I was trying to get my Issa Rae on when I was in film school. Really that started because I always introduced myself by being like, I'm an actor first, because somehow my identity, even in Atlanta, has been kind of like, oh, you act? But in film school, it was a predominantly like Hispanic and white film school. So it's like the filmmakers were making, you know, stories that align to what they know. And not to a fault to them. It's like, these are the characters they know. So I was like, well, we're not getting casted. I'm going to just make my own show. And that's what I did with my co-creator, Natando Zulu. She's in South Africa. She went back home. Hey, girl. And so that's where that started from. But in that, I actually fell in love with producing, like, you know, manning everything, making sure everything's good. And so I wasn't a fan of producing while acting though. I will say, shout out to the Tyler Perrys of the world. I just really love the fact that film is a machine and that everybody gets to flex, and like the gaffer gets to flex while the actor is shining, while the director's, you know what I mean? And I more prefer that. But I do enjoy producing. So that's how when I continue the journey, I started to produce other people's projects. But I book me because I like to just show up as an actor and just act.
Look, book her. Okay, just for acting. Yes, one thing at a time. Okay, so I was snooping through your Instagram and I saw that you took a picture with Morris Chestnut and you're on set with Reasonable Doubt. Can you tell us about that experience? Because that is my #1 show right now.
I know. And to Dramala, that's her Instagram name. look at me for season 4. It's a callback to what I just said. That was an odd job. I was working for the accounting payroll department.
Okay.
So I was pushing through Morris's checks. Yes. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I was doing there.
I love that.
But love that show.
Yes.
Shout
Who's your
out
favorite
to,
character?
I mean, definitely Jax. Like, I love Jax. Amayatsi is beautiful, amazing actress. But shout out to Kaya as well.
Yes, Kaya. Shout out to Kaya.
Fun fact, I went out for that role. I was only happy that I didn't get it once I saw that my friend Kaya got it, and she bodied that this season. So yeah, so definitely that is on my like 2026 list of like, I have to be on Reasonable Doubt. Yeah.
Yes. So you appeared in Keisha Cole's This Is Her Story Lifetime movie. You also starred in Bleached, which won an NAACP award. How does that type of caliber of productions affect you and how you see yourself in the acting world?
Yeah, both of those instances were like, as an actor, it's a big dream, right? Yeah. And there's space for everybody, but there's reality to the emotion of how this goes.
Right.
And both of those bookings came from like a serious prayer to God of like, am I supposed to do this? Like, don't make me waste my time. It's okay if you don't want me to do it and it's just my thing, like pivot me. But if I'm supposed to do this, I need you to
like help me out. Show me a sign. Yeah.
And didn't expect to book I expect to book, when you do your auditions, but that booking came out of nowhere, and it was like I was like, okay, I got it. Okay, so I can do this acting thing. Okay, cool. That was a great experience. She was my scene partner, so that was really great. And then, time passed, the strikes happened,
yes,
and then I was like, okay, am I supposed to do this or not? So then I ended up seeing that film and auditioned for it, booked it, and it was my first time since moving to Atlanta, being a lead in a role. So that was very exciting to just show up and be able to get familiar with the character and have an amazing director in Carrie and Ralph, and really great experience, but again, just very affirming and confirming from God to keep going. So, and it's amazing that they were both, for such great things. Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's get into the business side of Miss Jhaneal Kelli here. You co-founded On Set ATL with Miss Martina Lindo.
Yes,
why did you all think that platform was important for the creative community?
Yeah, so I always, anytime anybody asks me, like the inception of On Set, it's not like it necessarily came from this, but I always credit Kalima Gaston from Screening Room ATL, throwback. And so I actually, when I moved to Atlanta, worked with her for a little bit before she moved on to LA. And best wishes to her as she's doing her endeavor there. But after Screening Room Atlanta left, like there was definitely a gap, where indie filmmakers could come together and just celebrate our work. And so Martina and I always wanted to create something together. And it became like, why not do a screening event? We're both church girls too. So if you come from the church, you know that you learn excellence. There's so many church conferences and all this stuff. So like we kind of combine like our desire to do things excellently with wanting to celebrate filmmakers. And that's kind of where On Set came from. And it's been,
what, 3 years now, 2022?
And it's been like so rewarding. So
What has been, next question. What has been the most memorable or unexpected outcome of On Set so far?
Honestly, we like to say like nobody knew us when we launched, and
a lot of people know you now.
But the first event, Atlanta came out, which I guess spoke to the fact that there was a gap, like people were like hungry to be back together.
Yeah.
But I just think the response from the community has been the most unexpected. We even ended up launching the Slate Awards, which we do at the end of every season.
Okay.
So it's our Oscars style, you know what I mean? Literally, like it's like 16, 17 categories and all of that. We were just trying to be cute.
And we need our own award show.
Exactly.
We don't have that.
Because the work is good.
Yeah.
We were just trying to be cute, and it popped off. Like people took it very seriously. And so now every year we desire to elevate it more and more. But yeah, I think it's just a response that was like the most unexpected.
Yeah, when you show up like how you're supposed to show up, the accolades and the flowers are going to come.
Yeah,
so I'm here for that for you guys. And then your personal company, Vision to Life Agency, continues to grow as well. What's the mission behind that for the creatives?
So I launched it in honor of my grandma, Mama Ivy's always say. And it's just when I thought about like the women that I come from and the kind of work that they had to do, like she raised chickens and washed clothes and things like that. And then my mom, like I saw her really, like my mom is a boss, but I saw her work so hard. And then I'm like, then I have to really hold on to the path that they created for me.
Hold up that legacy.
Exactly. And go as far as I possibly can. And that's what I kind of think of when I think of the creative, like God is the ultimate creative. Right. And so I feel like those of us that get that same mission, we really have to steward it. And I feel that vision to life is not just keeping like the ideas, like, so we all have all these ideas. Right. But a lot of times we don't actually bring them to life. And so I was like, I want to kind of be that push for the creative as well to like actually see their thing come from script to screen. And so that's why I launched that.
Period. We love that. Okay. So if you could give any advice to an up and coming actress, what would you tell them?
I would say, it was so funny. I was listening to something from Myron Golden. Love listening to him. It was about 3D printing the life that you want. And I think that's what I would say in terms of like, if you have that desire in your heart to be an actor and you also are, you know, applying work to the craft, God put that there. Right. And so don't allow like the state of the industry or all of these things or even personal life or trying to find your money and stability or you said actress, so wanting a husband and wanting kids and trying to figure out how that, because that's a dynamic, right? Like trying to figure out how that works. Like don't allow those things to overpower the gift and the desire that God put in you. Because if he put it in you, that means he wants to see it come to fruition. And so that's what I would say.
A word on a Friday. Yes. What can we expect from Jhaneal in the next couple of years? What do you want the world to see you doing?
Yes, what you can expect definitely in 2026 is Jhaneal, talking about myself, stepping further into Jhaneal the actress. Yes. I absolutely love producing. I love doing On Set, and we have some very exciting things that are coming and happening with that, which we'll be announcing. But I definitely want to go back to like my first love. Doing Bleached really like reminded me how much I love this. And so, and kind of doing things like this, like not being behind the camera, but like being in front of the camera, and you know, just fully stepping into all of that. So, I mean, first of all, we already said Reasonable Doubt, season 4.
Come on.
Okay, and there I every time I see a show greenlit, I write that down. And I'm like, okay, me and God have to talk about that one because I think that I should be on that one. So you see me on your network screens. That's what you'll see in the future.
Don't forget this space, guys. Well, thank you so much for your beautiful story. We love what you're doing out here in the Atlanta community. We thank you. You're an inspiration to us all.
Thank you.
So before we leave, we always ask our guests in between takes, how do you keep yourself centered and balanced with such a crazy industry?
Yeah.
In life.
Obviously God, first and foremost, but I think, you know,
we all know that.
That's a must. Like can't start the day without time with God and throughout the day. But the gym, okay, big on fitness, because my brother's like a crazy fitness guy, so I have no choice. So definitely fitness, but like I'm the hostess with the mostest. I feel like genuinely just like actually enjoying life, actually being like, oh, I'm gonna plan this, or we're gonna do like come over, we're gonna have wine night and things like that. Like that's kind of like where like that kind of stuff feeds me. So yeah, I think that's what I'm doing between takes to stay sane.
We love that. Well, you guys, this sums up season 1 of Between Takes. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for more to come.
Yes.
Pulling up on you on my slot. Know me, I keep vibe. Late night, city lights, we live. Top down, let the stars be a guide. Been on the moon, no, I can't hide. Drink too big, got my eye wide. Talk to it, got my hand on the thigh. Seat back. back, I should look at the sky. Getting paper, but that's what I be doing. Paper talking, no I'm speaking influent. Ain't too many moving, how I be moving. Stay down, out the top, what I'm viewing. Come and film, cause I swear it's a movie. Call me my star, keep me a beauty.